Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. I'm Courtney Johns.
And I'm Emily Flores. As temperatures heat up, we have a reminder for people to protect their pets this summer.
Yeah, ABC4's Kayla Baggerly spoke with the Humane Society of Utah about steps you need to take to protect your pets.
We all love the summer and our furry friends, which is why it's so important we take the right steps to safely enjoy it together.
As the weather heats up, we want to take into consideration our pets, both dogs and cats, and how they, handle the heat differently.
Dogs and cats don't sweat like we do, which means they can overheat more easily.
They pant, and so, it takes a little bit more for them to cool down, and they need a little bit more water when it gets hot out. They also need cooler environments, so shady areas. So if you leave them outside in the backyard and they're in the full sun, it's going to be harder for them to cool down.
Guinevere Schuster with the Humane Society of Utah says when it comes to walking dogs in the summer, hot pavement can burn their paws, so it's best to keep that for the morning or evening when it's cooler. With the hot temperatures, you'll also want to make sure your pets have easily accessible water all times, both indoors and outdoors. Schuster shared it's important to never leave your pet in the car in the summer, not even for a short amount of time.
Even if you're parked in the shade or have your windows cracked, it can take a matter of 10 minutes or less for it to get too hot, where it becomes dangerous, where an animal could potentially overheat and pass away.
But don't fret, when the hot sun is bearing down, there's other ways that you can still spend time with your pets. Schuster says you can get a kiddie pool as a fun way for them to cool off, or head indoors for games and other activities.
If it's too hot to take your pet outside, you can provide them with games and puzzle feeders and frozen treats and stuff like that indoors. A lot of times people think that we need to exercise our pets or our dogs to get the, their high energy levels down. And sometimes just providing them with that mental stimulation can go a long way and tire them out, just as good as a jog or a run would do.
She also says you'll want to know the signs of heat exhaustion so you can watch out for it.
Excessive panting or excessive drooling, if a dog starts circling or they look kind of frantic, that can be signs of heat exhaustion as well. And also if their eyes look really glossy, and then if their gums turn pale or if they become really dry.
If your pet is experiencing any of these, you'll want to get them out of the heat and to a vet.
Before you head out, keep these tips in mind to help your pets stay cool and comfortable so you can enjoy the warmer weather like me and Raja here. Reporting from Murray, Kayla Baggerly, ABC4 News.